Hey guys, so I'm gonna come with you guys with a quick video today, just a league match, show you my train of thought and process. So currently, let's show the meta right now. I'm more so following the Monsters of the Deep arena, taking advantage of that energy, almost using everything every turn. All right, so I hit that acceptance for a league match. Kind of a nice tip if you want to fight real players. One of the things that people will notice is you fight bots, and some people aren't a huge fan, but hey, this is a pretty surefire way to play against someone. Also a good way to know. They'll usually say hello back. See, he's real. So I'll try to make something more in depth as to, help new players maybe. I think a lot of new players need guidance. I'm not going to go through every single huge detail, but more general tips and then advancements in just knowing your cards. I think sometimes working with what you got can be better than having the meta cards or something along those lines. I mean, that's not always the case, but just in general, if you are, literally playing your cards right, you'll see better success. So I have an exclusively all paleontology deck. It seems here I'm fighting an all history deck mostly. Um, Things that you can do within the match. Let's hit settings. I'm sorry. Hit the ledger down here at the bottom right, and you can start seeing what's been played. So there's the current round. Don't want to stall it too much. I have the game volume off because last video people were saying it was too loud. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And one big thing I'm doing here, I'll show off my deck next video. This one's just going to be pretty fast. One thing to note is my Placotis. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to just keep buffing him. So you see all these right here, these pink ones, they're all buffs. So we're just going to keep buffing him. And my dinosaur on the far right, the Mapasaurus, if I win this turn right here, he's going to give a 5+ permanent power right here. Keep stacking it up. The Leprodon, the one in the middle, gave everyone, I believe, plus 30 until played. And then the new fish that I acquired on the far left that I just played, he adds in turn 20 plus 24 for Monsters of the Deep in turn. Still tinkering with this deck, but I've seen a lot of success with it already. For example, this one right here is relatively weak. This Celebo Chorus, again, might be butchering some names, but it's okay. This one card loses -8, but all cards gain +6 permanently, which is really good. And you can see I'm still buffing this card. And it's 1 energy, and it just kind of helps me buffer out these larger energy cards out. Big Owl, really good. This is a fusion card, really good. Gives buffs to all my paleontology, and Big Owl buffs itself, and continues to permanently stay with the buffs if it wins. So I didn't win this buff, or didn't win this round, so my Big Owl won't win that. Yeah, he won't win that. And I think Big Owl's a reference to the BBC documentary Walking with Dinosaurs. Placatus. Look at those. Look at those buffs. So one big buff was Megalosaurus. Really sweet. Megalosaurus gives 40 points until played. And he does it randomly, so I got really lucky there. This one buffs all my carnivores. And I'm going to save my Pliosaurus because next round we're going to have Monsters of the Deep. I'm not going to bother to announce that right now, but it buffs all plus 35, usually plus 20, but if they're all paleontology, and added 15. So I know I'm probably doing a lot of info dumping. I want to go more in depth. Next video, I just want to get something out there to give me that motivation. So I have more Monsters of the Deep here. So I prefer saving him. So first turn of the round, he gives bonus. This one gives bonus to adjacent cards. Paleontology adjacent, so his corners are glowing, meaning it's working. to let them know that the gods are watching. So if I beat him, it's going to be pretty impressive because I'm in his arena. I haven't paid too much attention to his deck, honestly, because I've been trying to talk about mine. But, yep, he has a plan, he thinks. So my plan, at least, I don't know his plan. I haven't kept track. But my plan is to continue buffing my Placatus. I'm not going to use him this turn, even though he gets an added 60. Mostly because, so this guy gets a buff too. He's a turtle. There he is. There's a better photo of him. And if I put 2 cards adjacent to him, my monsters of a deep get a buff. And I'm going to use Peaking Man. There we go. Buff is going to work. Peaking Man, he is going to debuff a card in front of me. He can add a buff too. But I don't think he will this round because it's not round 2. Pew. Okay, we're halfway through the match. I should win this one. I'm going to forfeit the 4th match. Well, not like quit, but I'm going to let him have it. Give him some confidence. Crazy buffs. Yeah, I'm going to rock with that. And his train of thought, I don't think he's trying, okay, maybe he's trying a little harder to win. But I think he's been holding on to 1 card at least. I'll see here. I don't really want to put this card out. He's too weak right now. This one will buff them. He's going to buff himself, and if he wins, he stays buffed. So I'm already winning, so it's a bit of a risk. But I'm going to go ahead and ensure the win. There we go. So we ensured that win. Staying true to my plan. Let him know. I'm not playing with him. Okay. So a lot of my deck is dependent on buffs. Pretty sure that's been made apparent now. I think this is a fine use of this turn. You debuffed me. I don't know. Let me see here how long he's been debuffing me. Doesn't want to pop out quite yet. I'm touching it. Okay, so it just lasted a turn. Go ahead. I don't want to make it seem like I'm losing on purpose. So I'm not using my weakest cards either. And if you look at my Placatus, he is at 300. Sometimes I can buff up 2, but since he's put up a fight and I haven't had the opportunity to hold on to 2, I'll be using him at the final round just to ensure he gets every little buff. Such as this guy. And this guy right here, but at the start of next turn. I'm going to bait him. Make him think I have... there you go. See how he switched out 1 card? Just by saying on guard, I can say like, hey, I'm going to fight back, but not really. So you can use these words to your advantage. Some psychological playing here. Let them know I'm silly too. It's all good fun though. We don't try to be that toxic, but gotta make it somewhat entertaining. See, on guard. So he is ready as well. 375. Look at all these buffs right here. Oof, nice. Okay, but I don't want to use him yet because when I use him and if I win, he's gonna get plus 14, and I don't want to give him any advantage over me at all. So hopefully I get the further buff from the little two 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 rhino guy. I don't know. I'm not gonna pronounce that. Or Sinnotherium. Okay, he didn't get it, but that's fine as long as it's a high buff. Actually, let's give him plus 5 with this one. This one should turn the tide. Let him know that I'm planning something. Doesn't have a bed deck. Yep. Thank you. We'll give him a thanks afterwards. I'm not even done yet, yo. Look at that. Placatus at 400. I finally reached the 1K club using this deck too on the Monsters of the Deep round buff. So, you know, some people probably wouldn't count that, but I am. I mean, look at that. 600 plus the 300. There's no way he's going to beat 900. So, let him know. Let him know. We're going to draw it out. We're going to let that countdown go. Let him know. Let him know. Whew. I think the biggest thing where he suffered, I haven't paid too much to his deck again, but I can just tell off the bat he could have gone more aggressive and used more of that energy. I mean, look at me, I'm late game, but I still have half my energy, whereas he has 20. So there's a big Stark there. Haven't played in a while, you guys, ever since I stopped recording. So let him know he did a great job. So definitely some new things to catch up on, new cards to go after. So I'll go over, show you guys my deck one more time. You guys want to pause it here? Or, well, that's not a good show. But, yeah, good to be back. Catch you guys up on the next video.